Hey guys, Bonnie Manning here, and I am with the School of the Prophets. You can reach me at tacomamanning.com or at newwineskins.net, which is Obadiah's Cave, a safe place for prophets. I am trying to regain my voice right now, so you'll have to bear with me. But I wanted to get on here. I'm excited about this video because I want to talk about the prophets and who the prophet. There's a particular person this month, the month of Issachar, that the Father will send the prophet to. And if you hold the office of the prophet, or you're prophetic and involved in ministry, or are being used in social media and gatherings by the Father, I think this is a very important topic that isn't discussed much. And so we're going to look at 2 Kings, and I'm going to start reading at verse 8. It says, "One day when Elijah passed through Shunem," and we're going to stop there. He's passing through Shunem, and this word means rest, tranquility, a double portion of rest, and it was also the city of Issachar. It was a city in Issachar, okay? It says, as he passed through Shunem, where there was a prominent woman who persuaded him to eat some food. And so it was, whenever he passed through, he would stop for a meal. Then she said to her husband, "Behold, now I realize that this man who often passes through is a holy man of God. Please, let's make a little walled room on the roof, and let's put there a bed, a table, a chair, and a lampstand for him. Then whenever he comes to us, he can stay there." Okay, so let's look at this. The prophet Elijah is passing through, and where is he eating? He is eating at the Shunammite woman's home. And so look for someone in your life. If you hold this office of the prophet, the Father sent a person to me. She is a scholar of scholars, and she feels very connected to this certain tribe. She teaches a lot on the feast, on the new moons, and these were scholars of the calendar, the heavenly clock in the sky. They also have just great knowledge, and as this prophet passes through, he eats from her table. So look for a teacher, look for someone in this particular type of dwelling place with the Torah teachers and the Messianic teachers. And the Father, if you hold this office of the prophet, the Father will send this person, and may have already sent them. And they will feed you. They will feed you bread from his table. And this is what will sustain you. And so not only does this woman feed him every time he stops by, she builds a room. And where is it at? It's up on the roof. It's on a higher level where the prophet can see. They will have greater vision because of her food. And also, she makes a walled up little room for him with a bed, a place of intimacy, a table, the bread table. There is the lampstand or the menorah shining there. She has a chair or a mercy seat or a place of rest for the prophet. And not only does the prophet need to be looking for this type of scholar or teacher in their life, but the scholar or the teacher who fall under that Issachar tribe anointing need to be looking for their prophets, because they will also get blessed by the prophet. And we also know that later on, when this woman's son becomes sick, and she gets on her donkey, right? She gets on her donkey to ride to the prophet. And so Issachar is a donkey who carries all these heavy loads. They bear burdens, and they will help bear the burden of the prophet when the prophet is weary, when the prophet needs rest, when the prophet is ready to go run and hide in a cave because the spirit of Jezebel, Leviathan, and every type of spirit you can think of is coming at the prophet to do what? To cut off the prophet's voice and to shut the prophet's mouth. And so we notice that the prophet encourages also the woman, because he tells her when she will give birth, right? He tells her what season she will give birth. So her teachings or her books or whatever she is birthing from the Father, he lets her know the season that these things are going to come forth, and he or she will be an encourager to Issachar, and Issachar will be an encourager to the prophet. And not only that, but the prophet, as we know, will breathe new life into what she has brought forth or birth, because as the woman's son lays on the bed and dies, Elijah enters the house where the child lays dead on the bed, and he enters, he shuts the door behind him, he prays to Adonai, he lays on top of the child, he puts his mouth on his mouth, his eyes on his eyes, his hands on his hands, he stretches them upon him so that his flesh warms this child. And so anyway, he calls for the woman and says, your child has been brought back forth from the dead. And I do I write a chapter on this in my next release. And this ties in with the resurrection and also Yeshua. And there's a lot of hidden gems in this chapter. But my main point today, and I don't want to keep you all very long, is look for Issachar, because Issachar will bless you when you are weary, when you're downtrodden, when you want to run and hide in a cave, and this particular person will nourish you and feed you and make a space for you and a place for you in their house. And it's a beautiful thing, because we want to bless them, because they will surely bless us. And I just want to say a great big blessing to the Issachar that the Father has brought in my life. I love you. You know who you are. And I hope this has blessed you all. Have a good day, and shalom.